राष्ट्रगान के साथ आयोजन का आरंभ होगा. We will commence with the national anthem. Kindly rise in its honor.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता. पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ हिमाचल तब जय गाथा. जन मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता. जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Jai Hind. Please be seated. A very good morning, everybody. Good morning. It gives me, Manasi, immense delight in extending a hearty welcome to all of you, especially the esteemed dignitaries, distinguished guests, and all you invitees who are present here for the listing of Rishabh Instruments Limited. देवियर सज्जनों, NSE के शानदार एट्रियम में उपस्थित सभी का मैं मानसी तहे दिल से स्वागत करती हूँ. We will now welcome and greet the esteemed dignitaries and distinguished guests with bouquets of flowers, beginning with Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO, NSE. Welcome, sir. Shri Narendra Golia, Chairman and Managing Director, Rishabh Instruments Limited. A very warm welcome to you, sir. Shri Dinesh Musalekar, Group CEO, Rishabh Instruments Limited. Welcome to you. Shri Nitin Deshpande, Head Marketing, Strategic Business Development, Rishabh Instruments Limited. Welcome. Shri Vishal Kulkarni, Chief Financial Officer, Rishabh Instruments Limited. Shri Manak Raj Golia. I believe he is yet to come. Let us proceed. Shri Raj Pai, Founder, Managing Partner, South Asia, GEF Capital Partners. Shri Dharmesh Mehta, MD and CEO, DAM Capital Advisors Limited. Shri Abhijit Tare, MD and CEO, Motilal Oswal Investment Advisors Limited. And Jisang Hu, CEO, Mire Asset Capital Markets. और अब भारतीय परंपरा के अनुसार दीप प्रज्वलित कर इस समारोह का उद्घाटन होगा. In keeping with the Indian tradition, the function will be inaugurated by lighting the auspicious ceremonial lamp, and to do the honors, I invite Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO, NSE, Shri Narendra Golia, Chairman and Managing Director, Rishabh Instruments Limited, Asha Golia, Mohini Golia, Saloni Golia, Kirti Golia, Shikha Jain, Hema Bhausar, Preeti Mishra, and Sheetal Thakur. Deepen Lokan Jayati, Deepas Tejomaya Smritaha, Chaturvarga Pradodipan, Tasmat Deepyajet Priye. This couplet in Sanskrit translates, the lamp is luminous, its radiance grants victory, its light imparts dharma, artha, kama, and moksha, that is, righteousness, prosperity, pleasure, and finally, emancipation. This is the significance of lighting a lamp, and hence, a lamp should be lit.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिः समप्रभ
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिः समप्रभ
निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव
Let us have a group picture,
सर्वकार्येषु
please.
सर्वदा
Moments to be treasured in the form of photographs. यादगार पल हम सभी के लिए. The lamp being lit, Lord Ganesha being propitiated, I request all the esteemed dignitaries and distinguished guests to please take their seats in their audience while I call upon Shri Abhijit Tare, MD and CEO, Motilal Oswal Investment Advisors Limited, for the opening address.
Namaste, Samasto, Nashikkar. Namaste. It's a great honor to be here, and I thank you all for gracing this occasion of Rishabh Instruments listing ceremony today in NSE. When I met Mr. Goliaji, and that introduction actually happened through GEF and on the Zoom. So we actually met on the Zoom era. And it took almost 4 months thereafter to meet him in person. And what a technocrat he is. I mean, I have seen that passion coming out of Goliaji almost in every conversation that we have had and he had had with the clients, where he would speak very passionately about the instruments that he is manufacturing, less passionately about the profits that company is making. But he is a fantastic technocrat. And then thereafter, I met with Dinesh, Nitin, and they have all become friends. And so all my cousins, in fact, are engineer. I am the only chartered accountant. I am a black sheep in my family. But with this family, I did not find myself. I mean, I found myself in the family because everyone was a technocrat. And that was a fantastic experience. छोड़ दो क्या? अच्छा, okay. So that was a fantastic interaction with them. The overall journey that we have had here was amazing. GEF, Krishnan, Alpit, I don't see Raj, he is here, Siddharth. All of them were very helpful. It was a roller coaster ride. I mean, it's not that, it was one-way linear journey, but it was roller coaster ride. Thoroughly enjoyed with this team. I congratulate every single individual who was involved in this IPO, including Anshul, and Dharmesh Bhai doesn't seem to be here, but Vishal is here. So, including the BRLMs and the other associates who were involved into this process. Today onwards, we are going to be embracing a new journey altogether. And in this journey, we will add one more facet of metering, and that is stock market price. But, I don't think you should get eluded by this number. We should just concentrate on the business that we have, and this number will have the highest voltage that we deserve. So I think with that note, uh, I congratulate and give my best wishes to the entire Rishabh family. Let's look forward to a great new beginning. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for the initial remarks. I will now request Sri Narendra Golia, Chairman and Managing Director, Rishabh Instruments Limited, to address the audience on this highly joyous and equally significant occasion.
Thanks, Mansi. Respected invitees and people who have really taken time off and come to bless this occasion. It has been a grand journey, a grand IPO journey where we have really gone through a lot of pains, and many people will talk to you formally, informally, of how this journey went around. But more than that, this is the journey of Rishabh. And in the IPO process, we had to go and talk to many investors, and we had really prepared a very nice presentation of what we have done and what we do and where we are located. And similarly, we had a movie. But when I went to meet people, believe me, more than half said, we don't want to see anything like this. We want to hear from you your journey of 35 years. So I thought today I'll take you through some facets of that journey, because I can talk about where we are located and what we do and what we make and what are the markets which have developed. But this journey definitely has been a great journey, not only for us, but I hope it will motivate many other people. We are all living in a country which is really growing well. I think we are at one of the best times in history, where all around development is happening, stock markets are booming. I mean, we just finished the G20. All of you have seen the kind of respect we have got. But let me take you through this long journey that we have gone through. And many of you will know that India was a socialist country, or maybe we still call ourselves a socialist country, but we are not, no longer a socialist country. We are a pure capitalist, or let me say free market economics works here. But back in 84, 85 when we started, 83 registered the company, 85 we started, we were a complete centrally managed, centrally controlled, centrally declared. Babu sitting in Delhi would decide what we can make, what we cannot make, how much we can make, and they would penalize people who made more. So that was the time, Garibi Hatao, we are a really poor nation, and still we decided, I had finished my studies, come back to India, so, we wanted to do something different. And we decided, okay, entrepreneurship is not a bad idea, because it runs in the family. My whole family is a family of entrepreneurs. Fortunately, all of them are in the instrument industry, something or the other, cables, instruments, everything electrical, So all our engineers in the family, whoever has become an electrical engineer. So I decided, let's do something in the electrical sphere. And then we went to Germany. India was really backward because we had such strong borders that nothing was allowed to be imported. Duties were more than 100%. So quality was never an important thing. If you got the license to make something, that was more or less the important part to run a business. So at that time we said, let's get a collaboration from Germany. We got a collaboration from Germany, started making it, but then there was no infrastructure, no support system to do it. So one by one we had to go on backward integrating. The complex molds that we had to make, there was nobody to make it. So again we had to start making molds, then we had to start doing molding, then we went to electronics, we had to do SMT. So one by one we had to do all these things. Fortunately all of them worked well. Today Make in India has become the slogan. Everybody wants that more and more products are made in India. India is being advertised as a make in India. Today, electronics has become such an important sphere. But when we started, it was not what it is today. So having gone through that journey and started making everything in India, next comes obviously marketing, And we said, why not Germany? If you can sell, because our collaborators were in Germany, we said, if you can sell to some of the developed markets of the world, then I think the whole world is your market. So fortunately, we got some breaks. Fortunately, people welcomed us, and we could come up to the expectations. And our initial markets were only Germany, And once you did that, then when you went to any other country, they said, if you're selling to Germany, then what can we check? If they are checking and they are approving it, then you can cakewalk. But subsequently went to America. India, meanwhile, has become a country where electricity is used rampantly. Again, 85, 86, 87 were the years when electricity was in shortage. Today, we are at a time when electricity is surplus, and therefore people are concentrating on the power and the quality of electricity. People who are electrical engineers are in this business will realize how things have changed, and today more and more people want electricity where the quality is good. And unfortunately or fortunately, let's say electronics is polluting the electricity. So going back, pollution is increasing, which is also the pollution in our air, but also people like us, there are many companies like us, but there are companies like us who understand what is electrical pollution, and then who are making sure that that pollution is reduced. So we started making instruments for harmonics, for swirls, dips, a lot of electrical parameters, which today has become the absolute norm. Laws are coming which are enforcing it. We became very conscious of safety, Safety is something which is really important in the field of electrical engineering. We still know that maximum people die or are hurt because of electrical accidents. So started getting UL. UL is Underwriters Laboratories, American standard, but which ensures that the equipment you make is safe both from the point of view of the operator who's operating it, and also from the point of view of circuit that you are using it. So one by one, all these started happening, and then we started forming strong principles for the company. We always welcome our competitors in our company, let them learn, let them copy what we are doing. And I am a strong believer in the sentence, imitation is the best flattery. When people imitate you, you are actually flattered, that you have done something where people need to imitate you, and that takes you ahead. In the same sequence, initially India, and even today, I know many companies are so conscious कि patents होने चाहिए, patents होने चाहिए. We also took many patents, but then we realized there is no point in taking a patent. The time you spend, and people who have to copy anyway copy, you can't do much. But when you encourage people to copy your patents, it keeps you on your toes, You really are super conscious that somebody is following you, and it motivates you to run even faster. In the same sequence, we went and bought companies abroad because people, our customers, were insisting that made in India at that point of time, I'm talking 2008, 9, 10, made in India was not such a good name. Today it's a much better name. Still it's not on the top, make in India. I'm sure with the efforts of all of us who are in the industry, in the coming 10, 15 years, we will make it today what made in Japan or made in Germany is. So I don't think it is going to take much time before we reach that status. But at that point of time, our customers wanted, we don't want made in Asia, we don't made in China, we don't want make in India. So we said, let's do something make in Germany, because Germany was the biggest market. Fortunately, we found something in Poland. It was a company, but they had two divisions, and that people keep asking me, why have you gone and set up a unit in Poland, and why have you done aluminum die casting? These are two, our main business is electrical electronics, but we also do a business in aluminum die casting. So Poland, as I said, we were looking for a German company, but we realized, doing business in Germany is not easy, and Poland is absolutely a next door neighbor. When we fly to Berlin, and then 100 kilometers inside the Polish border is there. We found a good company which was doing this thing. And people didn't believe an Indian company can come and work in Poland and really do something. So from that point of view, it worked well. We have an Indian CEO. He will talk, I'll talk a little about the past. Dinesh will take you through what the company philosophy is and what the future is. But Indian CEO went to Poland, learned language. Language, all of you would know, is the biggest barrier to entering. So he, got familiar with the people. And then, that company was a government-owned company, and they said, if we sell it, we sell the aluminum and the electrical together. At that time, we were skeptical, we were not sure. But finally, when we took it, we found that the engineering is same. Making electrical instruments is different from making aluminum, not too different, Very similar principles you have to follow, efficiency, quality, timely delivery, continuous development, R&D. These are not some things which are really so different from one industry to the other. There was a lot of synergy between electrical and aluminum. When we started, all products in the electrical industry used aluminum components. That was the past. And in future, what is happening is all aluminum components, be it be pressure meters, temperature meters, or anything, they again come back and have electronics in them, instruments for measuring pressure, temperature, flow, everything, So one by one, everything fell in place. We got this company, and then we learned the technology of integration, So after Poland, we went and acquired businesses in UK. We set up our own office. And today, let me say, one of the major challenges in India is too much of dumping by China. We are one company who has gone and set up a facility in China, and we will be exporting to China rather than importing from China. Many people have many thoughts on this, but I'm a strong believer that with our young population, with our intelligence, all of you know that Indians manage a big portion of the businesses in USA, and the size of the business is in trillions of dollars, which is probably the GDP of India. So our people will definitely make a mark. And China also, today it is what it is, but tomorrow I can assure you that it will be different from what it is. So from that point of view, it has really helped us going to different countries, learning the languages, learning the culture, ensuring that we are able to integrate with the local society and still make a dent, export from India. And of course, managing all this needed the best softwares. We went to SAP, went to anatization. A lot of things have been done in this journey. And I think, abhi to game shuru hua hai, Company has been listed or will be listed today on the stock exchange, not only for capital, sometimes you need capital, but it is more that you come in the public and you are motivated by other people to ensure that you remain on your toes, as they say. And I assure you, we will remain on our toes. There are philosophies which have been developed. Somebody is going to explain, Dinesh is going to explain those philosophies to you. And let's all be part of this growing India, developing India, making India Vishwa Guru. We are saying, and again we say that we are one world, one nation, one society. All of us, just 2 points I'll make before I sort of stop here, that we have to give back to society what we get from society. I'm a IIT Mumbai graduate, so we went and set up in IIT Jodhpur a Rishabh Center for Clean Energy. Today, clean energy, you must have seen G20 also, there was a big discussion on what and how we can graduate to better forms of energy. So from that point of view, we have really made sure that we set up a whole research center where the future energy needs of the world will be addressed. First, of course, India, and then later on world, but it will be green energy, which will reduce pollution. And so too, incubation is a big need of our country. We have large population, everybody wants a good job, but not many entrepreneurs are there. So we have set up in Nasik an institute called Nasik Engineering Cluster. They really help in developing entrepreneurs, They help in identifying people. They've set up the latest facilities of, let's say, CNC machining, prototyping, heat treatment, calibration lab. And all these are really ensuring that we help the coming generations and our country in bringing about this culture of innovation. So as much as we are focused on what we do, but we also focus on what the country needs, and we are trying to, in a small way, whatever we can contribute to the society, we are doing it. So thank you for patiently listening, and we'll see you again and again at some forum. Thanks.
Thank you, sir, for telling us about the glorious journey of 35 years of the company, right from its establishment to its current accomplishments and all the major milestones on the way. I will now invite Sri Dinesh Musurekar Group CEO, Rishabh Instruments Limited, to address us.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and the dignitaries. After that very passionate speech which you have heard, so this is what we live day in, day out. So let me start my short speech. I will try to keep it as short as possible with a verse from Bhagavad Gita, which says, Karmanye vadikarastu ma phaleshu kadachana, which broadly means you do your duty and don't expect results or fruits out of that. It's very, I don't infer to say on a listing day to our investors, you have done your job, don't expect any results. So I will tell how this philosophy we embed in our company as a culture. So there is a concept of karma yoga. So there are 4 karma yogas which we embed in our culture. This is all happening in a formal or informal way. First one is innovation. So this is the way of life for all the company employees in Rishabh Group, whether they are in Poland or in India. So we are in the process of continuously doing innovation. Mr. Golia talked about our philosophy on patents and everything, whether we go for a patent or not. We are trendsetters in the industry, so much so that all the institutes, whether it is Baba Atomic Research Center, or Indian Space and ISRO, Indian Space and Research Organization, or NASA, the SpaceX mission, or even CERN, DRDO, all these institutes have been our customers because they believe in the technology and the products that we have. We help the industries to and the mankind to set to the next goal. So this is what we strongly believe in. So we are in the process of developing the products that we have or the gaps that we have in the industry continuously. This is one of the pillars of 4 things which I'm going to talk. Second one is customer satisfaction. So what gives satisfaction to the customer? On-time delivery and quality. These are 2 things which are so much driven in our entire philosophy that we have got more KPIs, non-financial KPIs for our people, how we can reduce our lead times, how we can make our products more efficiently, how we can make our products first time right, how we can reduce internal quality rejections, how we can deliver better than what the industry can do, how we can keep the stocks ready in our entire process within the company, outside. So these are the things which we passionately drive within our companies. And the next one is about the employees. Employee development is today we are as good as the collection of people or the company employees are. So it's true whether the company is small, it's a large company or a Fortune 500 company. The company is as good as the people are. So we have a lot of internal programs. We have systems and processes to continuously recruit people from the colleges. We run schools. We run schools in Poland. We run Lumel School. We do campus interviews. We believe in first jobs for the employees and internally develop them continuously. Most of our senior executives are the people who have grown within the company. In the last 35 years, here and across the globe, all our people are the internal people who have developed and gone to a next level. This is the next thing which we really drive. And the last but not the least is ethics. The company is driven by absolute ethics. We have had some interviews where the anchors had some different opinion before they met us, and when we went through the interviews, they could understand us as a people. As Mr. Narendra Golia said, that most of the people were interested to know our journey, our philosophy, and what we do rather than the products and all of that. So we have been doing this. Actually, we started putting a lot of these numbers together because we have to project to all the financial, of course, we do look at the results every year. It's not that we don't run the company with the system. We have strategies for 5 years. We have strategies based on these fundamental drivers that we drive, and the results do happen. So when we put these numbers together, whether they were ROC numbers or EBITDA numbers or growth rates over a longer period, post-COVID or before that, we realize that our numbers are much better than the average in the industry. So our focus has been on the duties that we have to do. Results do come. So we value our success is in our intent. We measure our success by our intent. We measure our success by our efforts, and the results do come. Sometimes they come faster, they come thick and fast, sometimes they come little later than before. So overall, this has been a great journey, and it looks like I've been with the group for 10 years. If you look at the history of the company, we have grown in last 12 years from 100 crores to 600 crores. It's always very difficult to make the first crore, second 100 crore, 500 crore, then it will go on because our fundamentals are quite strong. We believe we believe in ourselves, what we do, and we also want to thank for the trust that the investors have put in us. Yeah, Mr. Dharmesh is smiling there. So again, it's been a great journey. The process has been fantastic, very satisfying. As Mr. Abhijit also said, that it has been a roller coaster ride. So we, being a technocrats, learnt a lot of things about finances during this period, which we engaged with the financial guys, wizards, for last 1 year or so. So it's been a great journey. I can say that people who have invested at a right place, and the company's foundation is very strong, built by Mr. Narendra Golia's lifetime work, and so much a person can achieve in a lifetime. Being a IIT graduate and studying in Stanford, a lot of people wish to settle down in USA. He came back. He had the courage and conviction that he will do something good out of it. And there it is, and it's never been so easy. And he thought about making India way back in 1983. Today everybody talks. Hats off to him, and thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your thoughts. I will now invite Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO, NSE, to address this August gathering.
Shri Narendra Golia, Shri Dinesh Kumar Musalekar, Shri Nitin Kumar, Shri Sudhir Deshpande, Shri Raj Pai, Shri Shrotri, Shri Jisang Yu, Shri Abhijit Tare, Shri Vishal Desai. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure and honor to be in front of you. Good morning and a warm welcome to all of you for the listing ceremony of Rishabh Instruments. The company is engaged in the business of global energy efficiency solution, focused on electric, automation, metering, precision engineering products with diverse applications across industries, including power, automotive, and industrial sectors. NSE is proud to welcome Rishabh Instruments in our family of listed corporates, and this will be 2,277th company to list with us. NSE's listed companies have a market capitalization of $3.83 trillion. And from today onwards, Rishabh will be an integral part of this family. India is now the 4th largest market in the world in terms of market capitalization after US, China, and Japan. NSE is also the largest exchange in the world today, with more than 20 crores transactions on many days. The market capitalization of India has grown over 100 times in rupee terms since NSE started its operations in 1994. It's a testament to India's entrepreneurial activities and trust of its people on its entrepreneurs that is not easy to get. India is also amongst the largest market in the world, with 7.5 crore unique PAN investors and 5 crore households, accounting for almost 17% of India's population directly investing in stocks today. The IPO of Rishabh Instruments Limited, with an issue size of 490 crore Indian rupees, garnered an overwhelming response across all categories and was oversubscribed 31.65 times. We hope that today's successful listing of Rishabh will inspire many more companies to look at the public markets as a promising alternative. We are committed to facilitate fundraising opportunities for upcoming organizations to chart their growth stories and make capital markets more accessible. We hope that this listing day is the start of partnership going forward. I congratulate the entire team of Rishabh, the merchant bankers, PR agency, the legal advisors and other partners associated in this IPO for their accomplishments, and today's listing is a testimony of their hard work. NSE once again welcomes Rishabh to the family and looks forward to supporting you in future fundraising endeavors. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Ashish sir, for encapsulating the essence of NSE in a nutshell for all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, time now for memento presentation. I will request Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO NSE, to please present a memento as a congratulatory gesture to Shri Narendra Golia, Chairman and Managing Director, Rishabh Instruments Limited. This, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, is the mini replica of the bell that has been placed on the stage. Yes. Along with a proud badge box, well, most of you who are here are having the proud to be listed on NSE badges. This is for the employees who could not make it for the listing over here in person. Thank you. I would now request Ashish sir to please present mementos to the BRLMs, the book running lead managers, Shri Abhijit Tare, MD and CEO, Motilal Oswal Investment Advisors Limited. Shri Dharmesh Mehta, CEO, DAM Capital Advisors Limited. Shri Jisung Yu, CEO, Mire Asset Capital Markets. Legal advisors, Shri Sayantan Datta, partner, Shardul Amarchan Mangaldas and Company. Shri Vijay Raghavan, Vice President, Ketan and Company. Shri Lalit Jaisingh, Senior Vice President, Concept Public Relations, Lead IPO PR and PO. I will now request Shri Narendra Golia, Chairman and Managing Director, sir, please stay on stage, to please present a memento in reciprocation to Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO, NSE. I request Mr. Golia to please stay on stage. We have a few more mementos to be presented. I would request Shri Dinesh Musrekar and Shri Rishabh Golia to please join in for the memento presentation. Let us continue. Let us express our gratitude towards all those who have contributed in the successful listing. The BRLM's book running lead managers, Shri Dharmesh Mehta, MD and CEO, DAM Capital Advisors Limited. Request Mr. Golia to please do the honors. Shri Jisang Yu, CEO, Mire Asset Capital Markets. Shri Abhijit Tare, MD and CEO, Motilal Oswal Investment Advisors Limited. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the momentous time for which we all are eagerly waiting is fast approaching. We will present the rest of the mementos later, but let us proceed for the bell ringing now, which will happen at 10 o'clock sharp. I request Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD, CEO, NSE, to please join us. Shri Narendra Golia is here already. So is Shri Dinesh Musrekar, Shri Nitin Deshpande. Could I request you to please join us? Shri Vishal Kulkarni, Chief Financial Officer, Rishabh Instruments Limited. Shri Ajinkya Zogrekar, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer, Rishabh Instruments Limited. Shri Raj Pai, Founder and Managing Partner, South Asia GEF Capital Partners. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are just a minute away, less than a minute away. जिस पल का हमें इंतजार था वो धीरे धीरे करीब आ रहा है. So join me in cheering when the customary 10-second countdown begins. We all will put our hands together as the timer strikes 10 o'clock. जब 10 को 10 सेकंड बाकी होंगे, आप सभी मेरे साथ काउंटडाउन की गिनती में शामिल हो जाइएगा. तालियों की गूंज के साथ हम उस पल को सजाएंगे. It will truly be an honor to be introduced and welcomed on this corporate ladder. Yes, we can look at the timer which is atop the bell that has been placed on the stage. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Management, investors, stakeholders of Rishabh Instruments Limited on the official listing. ढेर सारी बधाई और बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं. अविस्मरणीय क्षण हम सभी के लिए कैद हो रहे हैं फोटोग्राफ्स के रूप में. Thank you, Ashish sir, for your precious time and gracious presence. I request Shri Golia, Shri Dinesh Kumar, and Shri Rishabh Golia to please stay on stage. We have a few more mementos to be presented. All right. So could I request Shri Narendra Golia to please present a memento to Shri Sayantan Datta, partner Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas and Company. Check. Shri Vijay Raghavan, Vice President, Ketan and Company. Shri Lalit Jai Singh, Senior Vice President, Concept Public Relations, Lead IPO PR and PO. Thank you. I would now request Shri Dinesh Musrekar, Group CEO, Rishabh Instruments Limited, to please present the next couple of mementos. Shri Abhishek Shah, Partner, Shah and Mantri. Shri Raj Pai, Founder, Managing Partner, South Asia, GEF Capital Partners. Shri Francis Fernandez, Vice President and Zonal Head, Corporate Registry, KFin Technologies Limited. Shri Nitin Jumani, Partner, MSK and Associates. Shri Shripad Kulkarni and Shri Aditya Kanetkar, Partners, Kirtane and Pandit LLP. I request Shri Rishabh Golia to please present the next few mementos. Shri R.P. Shah, Proprietor, R.P. Shah and Company. Shri Rajan Vora, Partner, Ernst & Young LLP. And Shri H.R. Ranga, Vice President, Orient Press Limited. Anybody from Orient Press? All right, we'll have it sent over. Thank you, gentlemen. Let us continue with the speeches. Thank you. I invite Shri Nitin Deshpande, Head Marketing Strategic Business Development, Rishabh Instruments Limited, to address us.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed customers and guests, and the shareholders, Namaste. Thank you very much for being here. It's absolute pleasure, honor, and privilege to stand in front of the dignitaries and witnessing such a momentous occasion, that is listing of our company, Rishabh Instruments Limited. Thank you for being with us. I've been watching, I was a great fan when I was in my school days and college days of watching the Filmfare Awards. Okay, and there was one category in these awards that was called as the Best Newcomer. Today I get the similar kind of feeling that Rishabh Instruments, our company, is joining this kind of elite group of the listed companies, which probably are more than 5,000 trading on the Indian Stock Exchange, and we are now the newcomer to this game. So it's a historical moment for me as well as for my team members. I've been watching Mr. Golia presenting absolute passionately and talking about the journey of the company to a lot of investors and also the customers that come to us. He speaks typically from the era of last 4 decades, and he speaks about the time period of 1982 to 2022. I think, boss, it's the milestone that we need to add into our presentation now, that 11 September 2023, the listing of our company and the stock market. It's another milestone that we would like to update into our presentation, and I'm sure our councils will not have any qualms in approving it. This circled up document, Vijay is smiling, I could see that he is smiling from this place. Thank you, Vijay, for all your support. Rishabh has been conventionally, is a company which actually built by listening to the voice of the customers. But today, as Mr. Dinesh Musalekar also rightly said, I think we need to add one more dimension into it, is to listen to the voice of our investors. And for sure, we would like to do it, in time to come. Today is the day which is a day of celebration. It is the day to reflect. It is the day to look forward with lot of optimism. And we at Rishabh Instrument understand our responsibility very clearly. We understand that being a public limited company, being a company which is going to get traded publicly, is not an occasion, is not a moment, but it is a responsibility. It is the commitment. It is our commitment to the excellence, creating the value to the shareholders, and living with the corporate governance, which is the part of this game. We are committed to this kind of journey. As I said, it's a moment of joy, it's a moment of celebration for each one of us. Together we definitely would grow passionately, will add to the value of the country, and take this industry as together to the next orbit. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much from my side and from the team side. And the last thing which I would like to mention here is that this is not the end, but the beginning of the new journey. Namaste. Thank you very much.
Thank you for those cheerful words. I will now request Sri Rajpai, Founder, Managing Partner, South Asia GF Capital Partners, for his address.
Thank you. So I think this day belongs to Rishabh, so I'll start by congratulating Mr. Golia, Dinesh, and everybody in the company. This is a new innings as a public enterprise, listed enterprise, so congratulations. Just a couple of points. I think Mr. Golia mentioned 35 years of history. That's very commendable. As investors, GEF partnered with Rishabh, I think 10 years. You reminded me it was exactly September 2013, Mr. Golia. So this has been a remarkable 10 years journey with the company. And just one point I'll try to say that, we have experience looking at many companies and success stories. Success is not all about growth. So we have seen multiple challenges and opportunities that Rishabh has encountered in the last 10 years. The pandemic, the global supply chain disruptions, I remember, Mr. Golia, the decisions you have to make. And I think what really I feel excited and confident about the company is how the company has successfully navigated the challenges, not just the opportunities, but the challenges as well, and done it in a very, very humane way, brought along the employees and brought along the partners. So I think here's wishing to the next 35 years with this strength. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. I will now invite Sri Jisang Yu, CEO, Miri Asset Capital Markets, to please say a few words.
So namaste, very good morning to the respected dignitaries, colleagues and friends. I'm Jisang Yu, CEO of Miri Asset Capital Market in India. It's my big pleasure and honor to be the part of this ceremony. So thank you so much for Narendra Golia and Dinesh Kumar Masalekar and GEF team and all the Rishabh instrument team and all the staff here. Thank you so much for that. I have been in India now 9 years. Maybe you can think about me as a foreigner, but I have been here for a long time. 2009 came here. I saw some similarities between Rishabh Instrument and Miri Asset Group. I heard that 40 years ago, the one young entrepreneur founded the company with the ambitions and the enthusiasm, and now make a good achievement here, kind of now today starting the new journey. Miri Asset Group started from the 26 years ago with also young founder. Now he is now over 60, but made a kind of good success in Asia market. And Rishabh Instrument also went to the Germany and had the kind of faced the challenges, but overcome challenges from the overseas market. Now we are trying to overcome the overseas market, which is India. But Miri Asset Group has been now 17 years, and with the commitment and with the kinds of dedication, now we have over 60 lakh customers with over 1.4 lakh crore asset under management, and we are now working on it. And that's why, even though India, Miri Asset is one of the leading investment banker in Asia, today's event is a great kind of very important milestone for India business in Miri Asset Group. So I don't want to talk for some long time. So lastly, joyous occasion, I wish thank you all of us, all people here, and I wish all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now let us hear what C.A. Shrotri, Executive Vice President, Siemens India Limited, has to say.
So, Good morning to all of you. On this joyous occasion, I will heartily congratulate Mr. Golia for being listed on the NSE. Rishabh Instruments is known in the market for its high quality products and high ethical working. They are more of a business partner to Siemens, and together I can only say that with this all electric world that is becoming on us, with the electric vehicles and prosumers that we will be all with the solar launch of the solar, I only wish that this company will grow further, and all the best to you, Mr. Golia, and all the best to all of us here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for extending your best wishes. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now play two videos, beginning with one from Karol Grabowski, Strategic Purchasing Manager, ZPUE SA, Poland. Please take a look at the screen.
Hello, my name is Marius Müller and I work for the Measurement and Analytics Division in the Process Automation business area at ABB. In my role as a lead buyer, I'm the main contact for our supplier Lumil Alucast. Lumil has been our contact for aluminium die casting for more than 10 years, whereby the nature of the products has not changed over the last years. Lumil supplies us both in small but also in large series. We are happy to get a complete service, including assembly services from one hand, and definitely Lumil's quality and delivery reliability should be highlighted at this point. Both is enormously important for ABB. Lumil is currently taking over a large part of our casting category and is therefore a strategic partner for ABB. And for sure